Hello guys and welcome to MX5 World Sim Series 2024 season round 8. We are back from the summer break and today we are driving around Phillip Island. This is Division 1, although it's only division this weekend, so I think it's the first time in the history of this league when there's only one division. It makes things a little bit different, but let's jump to the start of the race. Red lights. And away we go. So I started from the 16th position. Pretty okay-ish position for me. My one lap qualifying was actually quite good. Made a small mistakes here and there, but overall it was decent. Also this one car alongside me, he completely disappeared. I wasn't quite sure while I was driving if he's blinking or if he's gone for good, but turns out he was having maybe some sort of internet connection issues or whatnot. So we kinda gained position there for free. Anyway, we need to survive the first lap. Alongside me is Albert Balahi, the Spirit 14 car, and behind me my old friend Edward Krob, who I tend to find in every race, in front of me, behind me, somewhere near me at least. So we are kinda having the same pace between the two of us, so it's funny to find these same cars, same drivers from race to race. But yeah, he managed to make a move on me and move on those guys in front. And behind me now is Patrick Alders, his teammate, Edward Krob's teammate, who is also a familiar name for me from previous races, from previous seasons. And yeah, this is gonna be one of those races where I'm having my hands full of actions from start to finish, so let's move on a little bit and see what happens. Alright, and this is now the end of lap 2, or we are reaching the last few corners of the lap 2. And we are starting lap 3. I was just trying to position my car and use all the, position my car and get as close as I can to Edward Krob when we are reaching the main straight, because then I can use the tow, which is very effective around this track, at least when the main straight is quite long. As you can see, I'm just trying to stay behind Edward Krob and gain some speed. He's moving to the inside line, so I have to take the outside line when we are reaching the turn 1. And this is gonna be a very good battle between the two of us. So kinda like in front of him right now. Now I'm having the inside line to this long left-hander. It's quite tricky to drive actually. It's very, you have to keep very tight line, otherwise you are going to lose a lot of time. Somehow I missed my exit though, so now Edward Krob is alongside me again. However, I'm having now the inside line, this upcoming, it's not a hairpin but very tight right-hander. And yeah, I'm still kinda holding on to my position. We are going side by side yet still, but now this is gonna be a very bad position for me to be in, as this is also one of those corners where you want to be inside and not the outside. So yeah, good battling. Wasn't able to make a move on him, but I knew that there's gonna be another chance in no time. And this is just like 10 seconds, 20 seconds later. And this looks familiar, the same situation, same old story. Edward Krob holding the inside line. Although right now I'm maybe more in front of me when we are reaching the turn 1, so I kinda got in front of him, or not really got in front of him, I was already passed by him. And now I should be able to handle this, I should be able to hold on to my position now. I'm just trying to use or focus on my exit. But then when we are reaching this tight right-hander again, I wasn't really expecting him to make a dive in. And at the moment I realized he's going to make a dive, I didn't really fancy to defend too much, I didn't want it to risk it. So we are swapping positions again. He almost lost the car in front of me there, a little bit wiggling going on. But just like last time, I knew there's gonna be another chance, so this might be this whole race might be like this. There's a lot of time still left in this race. So no need to fight too hard at this moment. Alright, and third time a charm, as they say. This looks quite similar, however behind us is now a Miles Owens, pretty close to us as well. He is using me to gain some speed. This is somewhat familiar or somewhat similar situation than the lap before. But now Miles Owens is able to take advantage of us fighting me and Edward Kropp fighting. So at least I don't have to worry about Edward Kropp now. But there's like 3 cars chasing me, and it's very unfavorable position to be the first car in this train, because you can see in front of me there's no one. So I don't have any tow, I'm just pulling these cars behind me with me. So let's see what happens if I'm able to make a gap. I think 1 second, 1.5 seconds is enough to break the tow, but it's easier said than done. This is lap 6, I'm still leading this train. And I just wanted to mention, if you want to see these races live, you can follow me on Twitch. I will stream these races and other racing content there from time to time, but at least these races will be there streamed live. So what you see in top of the screen, this in-car footage, is actually what you would see from the stream. So I'm using the stream content or stream footage as a base content for my race recaps from now on. However, the quality of the footage is more high definition during streaming. I don't know, Twitch kinda ruined the resolution while I was downloading the content, so that's something I need to figure out. However, I'm now having a battle with Miles Owens, so he managed to get past by me. Now Dylan DeCosta behind me, very fast driver, and also I made a huge mistake there. I wasn't really turning in at all. I don't know what I was thinking, but Miles Owens now managed to get past by me as well. However, I'm not even that mad. He's I don't know what he's doing. This down in order. Maybe he was having some sort of misfortune during the race or what. I don't know. Something happened to him, definitely. And this crazy footage. We are going 3 wide to the turn 1. Okay, this is very good battling. Very nice racing from all of us, from everybody involved. This is now lap 8. Things kind of remained settled for a moment, but then I lost my position to Edward Kropp again. He made a dive inside this tight right-hander, and now behind me is Charles Kellyman. And then the Spirit 14 car behind us is Sandavare, who is a backmarker. He's 1 lap down, so no need to worry about him. And I was pretty happy with the situation. I was happy to follow these cars just a little bit. I know there's still time left in this race, so no need to hurry. Just let things unfold a little bit and see what the race will bring. And also, if you hear me talking Finnish on the background, that's from the stream footage. So what I was just commenting during the stream, I was commenting Edward Kropp's dive in, and then I was saying that I'm happy to follow him for a while and see what the race will bring. This is now lap 10. We are still driving in the same train. We were sticking with together quite well. However, here Edward Kropp he went wide, and having a little contact between him and Miles Owens, I was able to take advantage of the situation. Also Charles Kellyman right there behind me, trying to block a little bit or defend. Not block, but defend. So yeah, I gained 2 positions there. And it's time to push forward. If I can get away from Charles Kellyman, it would be nice. Otherwise, I will be sitting duck when we're reaching the main straight. But it seems like I was having maybe a stronger exit from that down right-hander going downhill. Yeah. So now it seems like the gap is just enough for me to hold on to my position. And this is now end of lap 11. So I was trying to get away from the cars behind, but eventually it was Miles Owens who managed to catch me first. We are going side by side. I'm holding now the inside line to turn 1, but I don't have any high hopes to hold on to my position here, so it seems like I'm about to lose a position. Yep. No need to fight against the windmills. But that's not a disaster, because the tow is quite huge and I will probably have my chance still. By the way, that was a classical example of letting somebody else driving your car. So Miles Owens made a mistake and I made exact same mistake. And now we are going like a 2x2. I have to go like half defensive to this right-hander. I'm trying to hold my car in the middle of the road basically to defend from Edward Kropp and Charles Kellyman. They both want to get past by me quite well. Of course, they are also going side by side, so it was quite nice racing from start to finish. I can't emphasize that enough. It was like nerve-wracking race from start to finish. I was sweating like hell. But also, it's racing at its best. Alright, and this is now the final lap of the race. As you can see, I'm still following Miles Owens quite well, but I made a mistake to this right-hander, so I lost momentum and I wasn't able to use the draft and make it like a for the finish. But overall, it was still good race. I finished in 12th position, so I started from 16th, finished in 12th. Very good race, one of my strongest races during the season. But yeah, it did, like, compressing this race to the 10 minutes race recap doesn't do justice how good the race was from start to finish, but that's how my race recaps are. I'm only showing some parts, like the most important parts of my race. So at this point I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next race. Thank you and bye bye.